Now, the beef between A-reece and Nasty C has done affected a lot of people. I'm talking fans, I'm talking brands, and I'm talking friends. Hello, welcome to Spicy Hot News, giving you the best on what you need to know. And if you want to know about hip-hop and stay updated about hip-hop related news, consider subscribing to this channel because it's about to get down. So just like Messi and Ronaldo, you can't talk about Nasty C without mentioning A-reece, or you can't talk about A-reece without mentioning Nasty C. Now the problem between these two actually started before they were famous, and it's been growing ever since. It's been growing between fans, it's been growing between brands, and it's been growing between friends now. Now, if you are just a radio presenter or just a person just like me and you, if I talk about Nasty C, somebody's gonna come to my face and talk about A-reece. And if I talk about A-reece, somebody's gonna come to my face and say that Nasty C is better. Now, it's been like two parties between each other. We as friends of A-reece, we do this, we support our king no matter how he's doing. Now, this has actually created or separated the hip-hop industry. The way people are actually viewing this, they're viewing it as a competition. But now the way I see it as greater than just a competition. But we all know competitions are great in the hip-hop industry. You're gonna remember the situation of Tupac and Biggie, and also you know the situation between Casper Nyovest and AKA. Sometimes it's actually a good thing here in hip-hop industry because you push this guy and they push you too. So now it's actually created two parties between us as the music fans. Now if I am a fan of A-reece, I'm definitely having troubles with Nasty C, and I'm gonna start feeling like Nasty C is actually overrated. Also, if I'm a fan of Nasty C, I'm just gonna see A-reece as overrated. Now this problem has been elevating, it's been growing between themselves, A-reece and Nasty C, and it's been growing between their friends. Now, as we all know that it's been an official split between the Wrecking Crew, and apparently it has something to do with the girl. And after that situation, A-reece has been quiet ever since. He hasn't been posting anything on Twitter. He's been only posting stories on Instagram. And also, going back to the other side of Nasty C, we're gonna remember that Nasty C is actually doing the Ivyson Tour. And also, we're gonna remember that last year, when Nasty C was actually having the Ivyson Tour, he actually tweeted that he was actually trying to call A-reece so that he can get him to an Ivyson Tour. But A-reece wasn't actually picking up his phone, and he was not responding to his DMs. Damn. Now something came funny to me about this whole situation, because the A-reece that Nasty C wrote was A-reece with an S. You don't make a mistake like that unless you are trying to take a jab at somebody. So eventually Nasty C got hold of A-reece, and at the Ivyson Tour, apparently A-reece didn't show up and didn't make any excuse. Wow, that made Nasty C so angry, because you remember he said that he's done with that guy. He's no longer going to put this guy on, and that's it. Now that was just a recap of really what happened. Now fast forward to this time, we're gonna remember that A-reece was actually going to drop the Reece effect, and that's when they actually started having problems with the Wrecking Crew, and they released an official split statement. Now this is what happened. As we are a gang, there's a lot of things that we do together. There's a lot of stuff that we talk about, and also there's a lot of secrets that we share with one another. There's that trust relationship that we invest towards each other. Now this actually brings us to the point that when I have a rival, that rival becomes the biggest topic to talk about. What I really mean is that Nasty C is basically a biggest topic to A-reece, and also A-reece is the biggest topic to Nasty C and his gang. Now the beef between Nasty C and A-reece started escalating to the Wrecking Crew, started escalating to Gemini Major and to Telaman. Now this is what happened last year around December. So Telaman actually tweeted that I've had guys say that they are the best and other niggas are trash. And after all that talk, they chop someone's songs and add drums and call it their own. They don't credit the original artist, and they don't clear samples. So now Flame actually replied to that tweet by saying that that's what we all say when we are lacking hits. People were actually commenting under the post saying that the only time when Telaman is making a hit is when he got Nasty C featured. And of course, we're gonna reference that to Telaman's latest hit, The Whipped. So that song actually got some Nasty C on it, and it's basically a hit. Now the question is it the case that Telaman actually makes hits when he got Nasty C featured? Now fast forward to this time when Flame left the Wrecking Crew. Just like anyone would do, Flame has been trying to connect with a lot of people that he couldn't connect with back when he was with A-reece. He's been connecting with MT, of course. He's been connecting with AKA. He's been connecting with Ricky Rick. He's been connecting with a lot of guys. So he's been trying to get himself out of there. Recently, someone tweeted that I wish they can put Flame on the Ivyson Tour. Nasty C, this year we are hungry for that wave. And of course, Flame didn't hesitate to retweet that by saying that, yo bro, Nasty C, how you feel about this? That was actually showing that Flame wants to be on the Ivyson Tour. So eventually, you know, Nasty C actually saw that tweet and asked the people like, you say you wanted Flame on the Ivyson Tour, Johannesburg? So what happened is that Nasty C ended up putting Flame on the Ivyson Tour. Now people started saying this guy is actually snitching. How could this guy go from point A to point B? This guy is a red. This guy is the Tekashi 69 of South Africa. Now other people were saying that you can never blame him for taking opportunities. But the problem is, what kind of opportunities are you taking? So recently, Telaman actually said some catchy thing on Twitter saying that Junior put that guy on the Ivyson Jersey line up. Before they had a fallout with his crew, they hated him and all his friends. They were even going around talking about how they gonna end our careers. Now he's asking to be put on by the same bro. It's sad. Damn. Now when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, this guy is actually right, because you know, I was actually expecting that somebody to talk about this. You know, how could this happen? Telaman didn't hesitate to talk about this thing, and Flame didn't reply on that. So when people started saying that Telaman actually hates Flame for saying that he was lacking hits, so Telaman definitely responded to that by saying that I don't have hate for anyone. And he continued tweeting that, if I remember correctly, I was one of the people who talked to Nasty C about putting up everything behind and work, blah blah blah. And also, if I remember correctly, I was the one who got a hate tweet about how I don't have hits and being whack, blah blah blah. Now, by that, Telaman is actually saying that he doesn't understand how this guy actually came to their side to ask for help, while the last time he was actually dissing them, telling them they are whack and they don't have hits. Now, this actually came to me like, whoa, this guy is actually right. And of course, they took Flame to the Ivyson Tour, Johannesburg, and also they're gonna take Flame to the Ivyson Tour in Pretoria. Now, the thing is, as A-reece fans, we see Flame as a traitor. We see Flame as a rat. We see Flame as the Tekashi 69. So if Flame is actually linking up with these guys, with the same guys that we hated, the same guys we are competitive with, this guy is actually showing us that our secrets, our trust, and everything that we shared with this guy, and every plans that we had, they are now on the rival hands. Whatever moves and whatever plans that A-reece might have shared with Flame, A-reece must take those plans down, because now Flame is now portraying himself as a traitor. Nasty C is taking this guy because if he goes to Joburg, if he goes to Pretoria, you know, people, they like Flame out there. They like Flame more than how people like Flame in Durban. So if Nasty C takes this guy here, he's actually going to benefit more because he got fans. This guy actually got fans on those two places. Leave your spice in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this situation. Do you think it was a great idea that Flame moved from point A to point B, from A-reece to Nasty C? And also, do you think it was a great idea for Telaman to address this issue? And also, what do you think about A-reece not saying anything about this situation? Do you think A-reece should drop a song about this guy? Or maybe do you think A-reece is actually viewing this as a good thing? And if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and you should have a good day.